Hi, I'm Peter Kalmstrom of kalmstrom.com Business Solutions. In this demonstration, I will show you how to install the WSP, the Sandboxed Solution edition of Pivot Explorer for SharePoint in SharePoint Online. As you see, I am in a list with some sales data here. And the first thing I need to do to make sure that this works is to go into Site Contents and find the site assets there. If you don't have the site assets, then you need to go into Site Settings and enable one of the features here under Manage Site Features. And there are several of these features that contain the site assets or that enable the site assets. For example, the site pages or team collaboration lists. So you can enable any one of those, and then you should have that. Next thing you need to check is if you have solutions galleries. Most likely you will not have it because it's disabled by default. So to enable that, you need to go into the admin site, which you'll find here. If you don't see it, that probably means that you don't have the permissions to go into the admin center. That means that you have to ask somebody else in your organization to do this for you so that you have the solutions gallery there. I do have the permissions, so I'll go further from the admin center and go into the SharePoint admin center, which I already have open here. And then I find the active sites there and go to the actual site that I'm working on, find the settings tab there, and as you see, custom scripts are indeed blocked, and I want to edit that and make it allowed. That makes it allowed for 24 hours, and you can of course set it back to blocked right after you've installed Pivot Explorer for SharePoint. But now it's allowed, so I'll go back into Site Settings, refresh my page, and there you see, now I have solutions there. So I'll go into Solutions, upload my solution. I've already downloaded that from the kalmstrom.com website. Just take the WSP file there, open it, click OK, and now it's uploading, and then you activate that. Now, that makes a feature enabled on this site and all subsites of this site. To enable that feature, you go into Site Settings again, Site Settings, find the Manage Site Features, and now you have a new feature there. And it's called the Pivot Explorer for SharePoint. So you activate that, and then you go into your list again, and you might have to refresh, you might have to wait for a little while, but eventually that button will appear there. If for some reason it doesn't appear, then you can go into the list settings and make sure that it goes into the classic experience there. Now you go back into sales here, and there it is in classic mode. If I refresh one more time, there it is. And there's the icon. Now, if I go back to the modern experience again, or the new experience there, you'll notice that the button is indeed there also. And also, if I go into Pivot Explorer now, it's working, of course, showing the contents of this, and it's also creating the PE reports list. If I create another one there, just summaries, for example, create that one, that's a small one. You'll notice that it is indeed enabled on that, no matter if it's classic or modern experience. It's creating the items and it's creating the reports. And then we're redirecting into that. So there you are. Let's just go into summaries now and just check that the button is indeed there. Yes, it is. So there it is in modern and classic, but you might have to switch back and forth between classic and modern view for it to appear. But that's it. That's the installation. Thank you for watching this demo.